No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and welcome to the L hour. I'd give you half of it. Why not? We'll get to the B. We'll get to the B hour, L and the B hour. And I'm the L, Lonnie, and he's the B, Brian. And nice to see you this morning. How are you, Brian?
Doing great. Been up since 4. Got a lot done, I think.
If I was up since 4, I think I would have got a lot of sleeping done.
Well, I went to bed early. I went to bed at 9, I believe.
Actually, I tried to email you or text you last night, and it was earlier than that, and never got a response. So I figured you were out there whooping it up.
I was chilling out, just getting ready for today. Now, are we going to have a guest tonight for our show?
We have a guest tonight for our show. I do believe we have a fiddler or a violinist of some sort. I mean, kind of one and the same, but I'm not sure if it's a violin playing with Jennifer Johnson or not. I'll find it out. I'm not sure what they consider that. If it's it's a violinist. She works with a violinist and a fiddler and a couple other people, but I know at least those two are coming, so it'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Ready to roll. I gave my son's friend a tour of the studio last night. He was impressed with the curtains and the backstage where the drums are and all that. He was loving it.
We could have a little sandwich back later on and call it the Backstage Cafe. That's your favorite place to eat anyway. Yeah. So,
well, we got a backstage, a green room. We got it all.
I don't know what the green room's actually green or not, but
Yeah, there actually is a green wall in it.
Oh, really?
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's just where I'm sitting right now. The guests can hang out in here if they'd like.
Well, for sure.
If they need to talk or get on the phone, so we don't have background noise, but I think we'll be fine. And a fiddler or a violinist, that's great.
Yes, I think it should be good.
Did she play any country songs? Is she a country?
She plays a lot of country stuff, but she didn't really play that the other day. But I think she played
maybe it's
more folk music. But she does play some country music and stuff, I'm sure. I wish I had their videos. I could send you or anybody out there to watch ahead of time because, by the way, that's about promoting her and her band. Our great Paul Maurer, the one we had on there a few times. His new album came out yesterday.
Oh, Paul Maurer.
Paul Maurer, yeah, his album came out yesterday, so I hope that we'll promote that a little bit in the next day or two and show everybody where they could actually buy it. Spotify, I think it is, maybe. I'm not sure. But either way, that's pretty cool. I think that we need to give him some love a little bit towards that for coming and helping us out before.
Yeah, I think he is on SoundCloud. That's his thing.
SoundCloud? Yeah, I don't know. He sent me the link for it, but I have not promoted it yet, and I'm sorry for that. If Paul's listening, I will get there and do that because, he's a darn good artist. So
yeah,
that's great.
Original, yeah. Very original.
Very original. I love the 50 Lion Army. Pretty good. Yeah. That's it. The Silence is pretty good too. They play with him, but I don't ever hear him much. No, but Paul Maurer and the Silence. Are you on the computer right now? Are you finding out where it's at?
I was looking on YouTube, but I don't see it. But is that? I wonder if that's with the Silence or it's just. Oh, here's 50. 3 days ago he put it on. I'll show this to you. Let me check. Yeah, this is great. 50 Lion Army.
Now that could go either way. Yeah.
There you go. 50 Lion Army, Paul Maurer, and The Silence. It's released this week, and it's available on SoundCloud.
Oh, that's cool. Good for him. Good job, Paul. And I've heard it. He played for us live, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's helped us a lot. He helped me with the audio, and I got some things figured out for that, so that's good.
Yeah, that's great.
Lion Army.
And I love Paul. as far as sounds go, if we get him to figure out how to take the coffee out of the background. I'm just kidding. But remember that night he was there and he coughed a little bit and like,
Oh
oh,
yeah, that coffee.
kind of funny, but you know.
Yeah, I told him I'd forgive him, but I'd never forget.
Yeah, well, I think that it was actually Jennifer, the guy I was playing tonight, was the one that was there when he was doing that, and
yeah,
she was.
Well, that's kind of why you're having her back. So we don't.
Yeah, that's why I'm having her back.
If anybody coughs, we'll just have him get out of the room. Get out. Go to the green room.
Go to the green room. You can do your green there.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. So today is Friday, though. Today is Friday, March 24th.
March 26th.
I'm always a day late, $1 short, people. I'm pretty much. Oh, my helpers just showed up again. It was just cool.
Well, today's actually today is Goliath's birthday from the Bible. Goliath of the.
I heard that it was some big deal. Big deal.
Yeah.
I think it was his birthday and his cousin Joseph his.
Malcolm Gladwell thinks he might have been just this giant man with disabilities and some sort of disease, Goliath.
Right. Yeah.
But
well,
it's hard to get good fighters. But tomorrow night, UFC 260, we got a championship, heavyweight championship fight. So,
and the story, the Goliath in the Bible being a giant, and then Malcolm Gladwell, the way he said, that although there was I have a tendency to not believe in that because there was a race of giants. People talked about constantly over actual, not just a couple people with disabilities. You know what I mean? People who had
they all might have had trouble moving too, because
well, that's what he said in regards to that. But because some of the things that he said,
he made the mistake of using actual evidence.
Yeah.
Things like
that. I don't know about evidence, but
he took facts and then he added them up and gave you a background on it. You're not supposed to do that with the Bible, so it's based on faith. So
yeah,
he went with a logical, intellectual approach.
No, I like it. I like what he said. It sounded great. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that's the whole thing about sense. But
I'm just hoping David was left-handed. That'd make it cool for me being a fellow left-hander.
Right, there you go. Well, and everything makes sense. If David was a sheep herder, or and being able to do these stones, it all makes sense. Actually,
well, that part he knew the stones, man. That guy was accurate, so that was cool. And I'm hoping he was lefty.
But when he talked about David making bets on it, saying, "Hey, 2 sheep to 1, I can kill him in one shot." I was kind of like, he may not know if that's accurate, but but him having the ability to know the way that he was kind of maybe blind, because he said, I can't see you or some odd thing.
Yeah.
Could have been rainy that day. I'm not quite certain. You never know. But either way, Malcolm Gladwell, who said that?
Yeah, he does a revised history or whatever. Revisionist history. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I believe all of it, but it's interesting. It's a good perspective to hear something different.
Yeah, for sure. For certain. And matter of fact, speaking of history, have you ever watched the show Drunken History?
Yeah, I have seen a few of those.
That's quite funny, but and interesting, because they do bring in facts and stuff. It's just it's a good show. I need to watch more of it, actually. I think that, that'd be a good way to learn in school.
David always said it's better to have a sling and not need it than need a sling and not have it. He was
that was his original original saying.
He was a big gun rights guy, but they didn't have a Second Amendment, and they didn't have guns. So.
Yeah, and he couldn't have had that much of it. It would have been a one-shot wonder at that point, right?
Yeah.
You have to kind of think like 6 minutes. It takes you not how much per bullet. I think it's like 6. At that time, it was like 60 years to build one and put it together. By the time that you shot it, and build another one.
Somebody was saying that rock, he had the speed up to 150 miles an hour on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it was cool. Well, yeah, he was rocking it for sure. That. Woo. No, he's a good. Well, David actually wasn't a good guy. I mean, all the time. He did some bad stuff. That's the thing about it.
He's done things we've all done, like sending a guy off to war so he would die and we could have his woman. We've all done that.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. We always give David praise, and you got to give him praise because that's the. And he did a lot of good things. I think. I mean, he was King David and of the Bible, and which is cool because a lot of that stuff coincides with actual history, so they have that stuff, but they don't have the only thing they're missing a lot of times is the Jesus thing, which they proving he was a person, but not that he was an actual like a son of God type of thing. They can't prove that. So,
and if they prove that, it would end Christianity forever because it's all based on faith. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
You can't have a religion based on faith if you know the answers.
Mm-hmm. I agree, and people don't believe that. I mean, people don't understand that. It's like the whole thing's about faith, If
the people that don't understand it are actual Christians because they'll start arguing. It's like, don't argue. The facts don't matter. This is all about faith. Quit arguing about facts. You don't even have to bring up the Bible. Just say, I got faith. Leave me alone. That's what Tim McGraw does. That's what Tim McGraw does. He says, I have faith.
Well, that's Well,
it's not the hill he wants to die on. It's not the hill he wants to die on, but it's the hill he wants to sleep with. So.
Yeah, I've met a couple girls in my life. Yeah.
I love Tim McGraw. He's a great singer.
Hey, I'm going to segue there and ask you, what are the odd names of people you've met before in your life? I've met a Faith for sure.
Yeah. Doom Doom. He was this kid. He was
Doom Doom.
Doom Doom. He was from the inner city. He was with Jamie and I had another guy, and they were three young black players that played, or one of them played on my team, and the others were helping our team. So, yeah, three.
Was he actually called? His actual name was Doom Doom.
Yeah, they came from L.A. and they lived in Compton, the rough town of Compton. They enjoyed it here, and I coached Jamie, so I got to hang around with these three kids from the inner city, Los Angeles, or wherever Compton is.
Well, that's definitely a name for sure. I mean, top of my head, it's hard to remember who kind of weird names I have, who I've met, but I know I have met some Faith and some Joy. I did know of a gal who named her child not McCurricombe, but I talked about this the other day. Maybe the black stool that comes out of your baby its first time. It's like called.
Wow, never heard of that.
You don't know? Yeah,
it's black stool that comes out of a baby.
Yeah, it's not. It's like it's called Mercrum.
Never heard of it. I've heard of Mercrum.
Somebody out there knows, so feel free to write down below. The baby's first stool is called Merconium. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's weird. That's the next children's book I'm working on. Baby's first stool.
Yeah, well, it sounded so cool, and then this gal said, oh, I love that name. She named the child that, and then found out later on it was Merconium.
Baby's First Stool, the book, is actually it's not about what you think, though. It's about Jennifer Grey's character in Woodshop.
Ooh, good one, Brian. That's a good one. But Jennifer Grey is in Woodshop, absolutely.
Sat right in the middle of class. Why does she sit right in the middle of class? Because
nobody puts baby in the corner, baby. Nobody puts baby in the corner. That's funny. Good job. Good company, Alan. Yeah.
Oh, and Jennifer Grey is proof that if you have a weird nose and people think you're interesting and love you, don't get a nose job and ruin your career.
What the hell happened there? I mean, she had a weird nose.
She was quirky and interesting, and everybody loved her.
Yeah.
And she tried to be just another pretty face in Hollywood, and they dumped her. They canceled her immediately.
She disappeared. Literally,
Yeah,
You
she
could see her
tried.
beforehand. Afterwards, she was gone. Like, what the hell happened to her? Yeah, and she's still very beautiful. Just she is no longer the same person. You
Yeah,
know.
she lost who she was. She did a show where a sitcom where she was playing Jennifer Grey and talking about how her career was dead.
Oh,
That was the
really?
last time I saw her. It was like 25 years ago.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I have a clue. I mean, she probably, honestly, she probably went
Well,
and got
that's what
that
happened.
nose.
I saw the show. It was on 3 episodes, and it was called The Valley or something like that. It was about San
Dolls.
Fernando Valley, and she was playing Jennifer Grey, who can't get a job because she got her nose fixed.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sad.
It is sad. I mean, she was a cool chick. I mean, and she did what? She did Baby in the Corner. Um, she
Ferris
did
Bueller.
Ferris Bueller's sister, yeah. And let's see what she looks like nowadays as far as most common. Oh, you know what? The problem is that she's very, very beautiful, uh, but I think that just she doesn't look anything like she was. You know, that was the
Yeah.
whole.
Well, and the problem is in Hollywood, there's 272,000 attractive women, but very few quirky, interesting ones like Jennifer Grey. So she basically took her
There we go.
moneymaker and got rid of it. Yeah, she took who she was, which is what we loved, and got rid of it.
Yeah, it's so strange. You know, that was more like her there, but
She doesn't stand out at all.
no, she's
I
just
wouldn't cast her
weird.
in anything. Now
Yeah, very.
give me the old Jennifer Grey with the nose, man.
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, she's in with the Avengers now. I didn't even recognize. I didn't even know she was in the Avengers. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I didn't know she was in the Avengers because she looks different. Now she still has the same eyes, mind you, but
Well, we're
yeah,
not even sure about that. Oh, I
yeah,
saw one that looked like the old Jennifer Grey.
that was like her except for her nose is chopped off.
Yeah, try to find younger Jennifer Grey, and then when she was.
I'm looking here, Jennifer 80s. There we go. Boom. Uh,
There you go.
yeah. See, that is
It's a
just
human
totally.
being.
Yeah, yeah. And she was beautiful. She hadn't grown into her face yet, her body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
She just got,
probably made fun of her nose and ruined her life.
yeah, you know they did. They're like, well, you got a big nose. Well, and then some uh, plastic surgeon said, I can fix that for you. And what he did is he ruined her life. You know, I think that we put in plastic surgery, Hollywood.
Well, you'll probably get 40 million views for that.
Everything. But yeah, see people who have done these not bots, but best to work. There's some
Yeah.
good God.
Well, Nicole Kidman, I always thought she needed somebody to like pump air into her forehead and tighten her face up and make her look
A little bit, yeah,
terrible.
because
And they did it.
she was definitely not attractive beforehand. I tell you,
Why they did that, and then it's crazy.
I don't know. It's just good God. Yeah, Suzanne Summers. Look at her. She's a Chrissy. She's beautiful. You know.
That didn't change her too much.
No, well, a little bit to fill their face up a little bit. If we went into
Yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad though because it's so hard for people to get roles in Hollywood. And if you're interesting and different, you've got a niche. And then she lost that. It just became one of millions.
yeah, I don't know who that tiger girl is in the beginning right there, but good God. Also, America's sweetheart right there, Meg Ryan.
Yeah,
I have to give you
she ruined herself too. She ruined herself.
She was amazing. She's just a beautiful girl, and then look at her face. It's all full of fucking plastic and sorry, excuse my language, but full of plastic and it's nasty. And wow, I'm just glad that I'm not that vain.
Well, that's why I don't remove this red thing. I don't know what the heck it is.
Anybody else here? Let's see here. We got. Let's see here. I look at this. I don't know who this person is. Up top, blonde on the left-hand side. Looks like a freaking. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, you know, And then we have this guy over here, right?
That's crazy.
What's his name?
Michael Jackson?
No, this guy right here. Right there.
Oh
That's
gosh, yeah.
yeah, he was you met him or saw him or something.
Yeah, I was in a video with him, and he looked a little rugged, but he looked like Mickey Rourke. Now he doesn't.
Yeah. Well, although I will tell you that that movie, The Wrestler,
Yeah.
amazing job. That so Mickey Rourke, I thought might be on the comeback with that one. That was a great. I think he got an Oscar for that possibly too.
He might have been nominated.
And did you ever watch the movie?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it was kind of like the comeback for him for a while, but that's about all he's done, I think, in particular.
Yeah. I liked him in Body Heat. He was had a small role, but he was the guy working on that guy's car and playing Bob Seger.
From what I've heard, that Mickey Rourke has never had a small role. Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, he was. He was doing something to William Hurt's car. Remember Body Heat, where she?
Yeah, Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner.
Yeah. She was a gorgeous woman as well. She was
she played him. He was out of his league, man. William Hurt, and he kind of knew it. He made every mistake in the book.
William Hurt did?
Yeah, the whole movie's about him and her, trying to kill the husband and split the money and go off together. And she tricked him all the way and got him in prison. So at the end, he was in prison looking at a yearbook, realizing she wasn't who she said she was.
Aha! All I know is that I thought it was a very good movie at the time.
Yeah. Well, but there's been several movies where hey, hot girl says kill my husband.
And that's why it can happen.
Say no. That's in real life. If that comes up, just refuse.
Well, yeah, that's why it can happen, because guys are freaking idiots, and we just go, "Oh, she pretty? Oh, yeah." You know, all common sense goes out the door. She's got a nice butt. That's like, she's pretty, got a nice butt, whatever, and she flirts with you. Oh my gosh, They just took away all of our advantages at all. It's like all of a sudden we are stupid. We are dumb. I don't know. I think guys fall for the prettiest thing, the shiniest thing there is in the room. No matter.
In those movies like Body Heat and Double Indemnity, it's always a woman that's way out of the guy's league. And your first thing is, when a woman that's out of your league is showing interest in you, you better kind of stay calm and think things out.
Double Indemnity, which one?
It was in the 1940s with Fred MacMurray and Barbara Stanwyck, and he was an insurance adjuster or something, and he killed the husband with her, and then they brought him down.
Yeah. That reminds me of Nicole Kidman there. She did a movie years ago with, may not be by Matt Dillon, I'm not quite certain, but
was it Malice? Oh no, is that other one with Matt Dillon? Yeah, it was. She wanted to be a TV star or something.
Well, yeah, and she had a young boy who was willing to kill her husband.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what movie that was. That was I don't know, but like I said, ladies, you hold all the cards. Pretty much, we are. I hate to use the term. We are mentally deficient when it comes to that stuff. As intelligent as I might be, or we might be, I don't fall for things easy, but easily I'll fall.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And they know that. And that's the worst part about it. They know. Women know. I'm simple-minded. I am a simpleton. Only because I'm a man. And, but I do believe relationships are bound on good things, If a woman knows that and wants to have a good life, they can play the game forever, Yeah. If a person wants to just take advantage of it and walk away, well, that's when we can do that, When we want to be bad boys, we can do that. But I mean, who likes to be a bad boy?
Well, both those movies I highly recommend, with the Double Indemnity and Body Heat, and then that other one you're talking about, and Malice with Nicole Kidman and Bill Pullman. That's a good one.
I loved Malice. I think the first time I watched it, it was dang good. I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm sure I'm gonna promote that and just say watch it. Play it. I don't want to say. I also certain things that pop in my head in regards to that movie that I want to speak, but I can't because it kind of. I know if you haven't watched it by now, you're probably never gonna watch it. But Malice is a great. The great Alec Baldwin's in there as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that I wasn't even a Baldwin.
Well, he's the
fan,
dumb.
right?
He's the dumb guy. He's a doctor, but he's smart as hell. But in life, he's dumb, and he agrees to go along with everything Nicole Kidman says.
Well,
Similar movie.
Yeah. Well,
Similar body
and
heat.
if we're well, we might talk about it for a second there because we're talking about he's already in cahoots with Malice with Doctors in cahoots with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
But in the part where he says, if you believe in God, who do you think you're praying to when your loved ones on the second floor getting surgery to see if they're going to stay or live? Is you're praying to God, you're praying to me. I am God, is what he says. Yeah. This is such a strong part in that movie. It's crazy.
Yeah, because she said he had a God complex.
Yeah, he had a God complex. Yeah.
And they were all in on it together. We can spoil it. If you can't figure out they're in on it together, you probably shouldn't be watching movies.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think here. If we can watch a 5-second episode of that, I wonder. The God complex. I bet you that's on there. That's a great line. Somewhere on the internet. God complex. To have him say what his line.
And he does it with that whisper talk. I am God. He always does
yeah.
that.
That's where that made that famous, man. I think in particular, that was like his biggest thing. I don't know. He's done a lot of, the Baldwins in particular. They've done a lot of good things, I think.
Yeah.
But I think Alec, I was really uncertain about him for a while. Stephen Baldwin is who I enjoyed a lot.
Really? He seems to have gone a little wacky, but that's okay.
He did, but I mean, that was the whole little. He was in some movies. I can't remember what it's called. There's Biodome, which is fun.
Yeah, that was funny with Pauly Shore.
Another one called I think it was he in Threesome?
Yeah, he was in that with maybe Lara Flynn Boyle.
Yeah.
The third guy, Josh Charles.
I don't know Josh Charles off my head, but
the third guy.
That was a interesting movie.
Yeah.
I had people wanting to watch it, and I'm like, "Oh, we want to watch this together, huh? Okay." Like, whoa, it was sexy. It was sexy.
He's been in other things, but I can't remember. I know. He's been on game shows even. He was on that one called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yeah, that's probably called Big Brother or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. They were all. They had like Joan Rivers and all these celebrities on this kind of like a Survivor island, and they were trying to get off the island or something. It was pretty weird. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Stuttering John was on there.
Stuttering John.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard of him from Howard Stern. He got really famous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember him. He had the characters from that freaking Howard Stern are crazy.
Yeah, he went out and interviewed people and made them really mad. He'd get under people's skin. I liked him, and then he ended up getting a job with Jay Leno, and Howard wrote him off.
What was the name of his producer? Babooey.
Oh, Howard's producer, Baba Booey. Yeah, Gary.
Baba Booey. Yeah.
Gary Delabate or something like that. Delabate.
Yeah, no, Stephen Baldwin, The Usual Suspects.
He was solid in that.
He was very solid in that. Oh my gosh, that's such a. And we won't talk about that movie, but if you want to watch a great movie, that is a 10 out of 10 movie, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, that has a great twist. If people haven't watched that yet, then that's
right.
Spoil it anyway.
The Usual Suspect, that goes on the top list of great movies. But he did the Flintstones. He did,
Yeah.
Biodome, The Young Riders. He
And
did.
I think he went bankrupt and then he came back and he does Christian stuff now. I don't know if he was in the Young Riders. I don't remember him in that.
Well, that's what it says. It is The Young Riders.
He was in the Young Riders.
Yeah, and then Zebra Lounge,
What
which
did
is
he
a very
play?
sexual movie.
What did he play in the Young Riders?
In The Young Riders, is that was that a TV show? Yeah, 3 seasons. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Young Guns. He wasn't in that.
No, not Young Guns. Yeah, Young Riders.
Young Guns was great.
I think Young Riders was basically like a Little House on the Prairie type of show.
Yeah, it
That
was
was
probably
good.
about young people who rode things.
I'm
Right?
not even going with that joke. Forget it. But no, Fled also. Fled was a funny one.
Glad, yeah.
Yeah, they're like garbage cans and or garbage man workers, and they something happened. I don't remember. But it's a pretty good story. 8
Yeah.
seconds.
I enjoyed his work.
Yeah, 8 seconds. That's a good one. 8 seconds was him
Oh
and
yeah, it
Luke
was the
Perry, I think.
last time I heard a guy call another guy in a movie a puss. That's like a 70s, 80s term. Hey, puss.
in
Kept
8
calling
seconds.
him that. He was calling Lane Frost that all the time. Don't be a puss.
Oh, I call it puss. Yeah, yeah. It was 8 seconds. It was like,
And the only guy that can call a bull rider a puss is another bull rider.
yeah, but you have to say it for 8 seconds, and that's the hard part about it. No. And that was a cowboy movie. Actually, that was a good. He's got some pretty solid movies there.
He's solid.
Threesome. If you're out there, let people watch it. Come back and tell us, and we can watch it together. I'm kidding.
I think he's in a Christian movie now that's about crooked televangelists. I think it's kind of cool that he's doing that.
And Half Baked.
Oh wow, he was in that.
Yeah, Half Baked. He was with him and the great. I think he was all in that movie.
Well, the great Jim Brewer is in Half Baked.
Is it really?
Yeah, and he's the main guy. He had the stoner eyes. He was only stoned in one scene.
Oh,
Everybody
he's
thought he was stoned the whole time.
But Dave Chappelle was like his favorite.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, Jim Brewer, Guillermo Diaz, Harlan Williams.
Stewart.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I have to watch Half Baked again because I'm not a stoner and I just never really watched it, I think. And now it's got Tommy Chong, Harlan Williams, Guillermo Diaz, Stephen Baldwin. I'm gonna have to watch that show.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
Yeah, I mean, I always think of Dazed and Confused when I think of Half Baked. So it came, one was way after the other, but I wasn't interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Dazed and Confused was amazingly realistic.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I like Dazed and Confused. Anyways, he did Earthstorm, The Flyboys. I'm talking about Stephen Baldwin here. He was actually a show called The Least of These, and Posse. He was in there. And so Stephen, you are getting a shout out right now because I think you're one of the funnest ones there is. Baldwin's out there and stuff. If you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome. but Born on the 4th of July.
Wow, he was in that too.
Yeah, he was born on the 4th of July, and I'm in love with a rich girl or church girl. Excuse me.
Church girl.
Yeah, Jesse Stone, The Night Massacre, Slapshot 2.
Wow.
Magi, The Beast, Shark in Venice. Oh, The Shark in Venice. You know that's going to be good.
Wow. So he somehow went bankrupt, even though he had all those movies. He went under.
Oh yeah, Spider's Web was kind of like a nicer one. I think that was with I want to say Judd Hirsch, or what's her name? Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch. He's
not Judd Hirsch, but Jennifer.
Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh no, it's Carrie Werwer, I guess.
Carrie Werwer. Yeah, she's from the MTV days. A lot of people don't know her. I don't know anybody that knows her.
Oh, and Fall Time. I remember it's like a mafioso movie.
Oh.
He's in a lot of movies, really.
Yeah, he's done a lot of movies.
He's done a ton. I mean, I think at the time, for a long time there, if your name was Baldwin, they just put you on wherever you wanted, you know. It seemed like it.
Yeah.
There are three or four of those Baldwins. There's
More than I know of.
Alex, Stephen, and then Billy Baldwin.
And then Daniel, the unknown Baldwin, had a drug problem. He's on some weird shows now where he makes fun of videos.
I'm trying to think here. Didn't Billy Baldwin make a movie with Trump? Or wasn't that? No, that was Billy Bush. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Baldwin legacy is one of those that'll go through Hollywood for everywhere. You know.
Alec's the king of that group, though.
Who?
Alec is the king of the Baldwin.
Oh, he is. He's the biggest draw because of his Saturday Night Live for years, and just some other things he's done. You know.
Well, he did some good movies. He did Miami Blues.
Yeah. And then, anyways,
Hunt for Red October. He was
Hunter. Oh yeah, that's Hunter Red October.
Guy to play Jack Ryan. He was the first guy to play Jack Ryan in a movie.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. No, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Gene Hackman. Is that who he's with in that movie? Hunt for Red October. I get my submarine movies wrong.
Might be that might be the other one. I'm trying to.
Denzel Washington.
I think Sean Connery and Baldwin.
Oh yeah. Sean Connery. Yeah, that was
There's a Russian submarine or something coming after him. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's the Russian defector.
Yeah, John Clancy did that one.
Right, the Russian defector.
The Russian defector.
Yeah, that was very good, very good. I just got those confused. I think I was thinking of the one with Denzel Washington and
oh yeah, Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
God help us if you're wrong. God help us all, or something like that. Denzel.
Yeah. But he was in a movie called Exchange, 2047, Getaway, Faith of the Our Fathers. That was actually like a show I think on
The Marrying Man.
The Marrying Man.
Yeah, it was with Kim Basinger. He was married to her in real life.
Well, he was.
Yeah, well, they had a kid, and it was a contentious divorce. He became more famous for his personal problems for a while there, and then he
did. Back. Yeah, for sure. But Kim Basinger, pushed a little heartthrob for years and years and years. And I just. Oh, by the way, I saw a gal the other day. People always talk about if you had your weekend pass, or not your weekend pass, but if you got. Everybody has that one celebrity that they'd get to go have make out with if they could. And Kim Basinger was one of the few gals who I had a crush on growing up, I'll tell you. But Alyssa Milano, she's such a cool person. I would love to go hang out with her for anything. She is cool. I mean,
yeah. And if you did anything with her, you get sued and Me Too'd and canceled. So.
Probably, but that's okay. It'd be worth it because she.
I'm not saying she's mentally ill now, but I think just watch her videos.
Yeah, no, she's kind of like. I feel like she's one of my age, I guess. Where she's growing up on TV, huh?
Who's the Boss?
Who's the Boss? Yeah, we watched her grow up on TV, and now she's. Yeah. A seductress and all kinds of cool things as an adult.
I think she's more of a nut job now. Is her new?
Is she?
Oh gosh, yeah. Follow her on the Western State website or whatever, the Western State Mental Hospital website. She's a little nuts. She was trying to cancel. She was trying to cancel Joe Rogan, which he's uncancelable. So.
Yeah, well, that's weird. No, Alyssa Milano is just I know she has some bad stuff happen to her in life, but. I'm just saying as far as it goes.
I think she's chosen to do some weird stuff. Like she wanted to be get that Me Too thing going and make her career out of it, and it kind of backfired on her. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to go look into that. I don't really care about as far as Hollywood people's lives and stuff.
Yeah, I don't care about their lives. I enjoy
because you don't know half of everything is a freaking. I think half of Hollywood people are. Things that happen to them are not real because their publicist says, "Hey, why don't you be here at that one time and look like this?" And this they'll do it. A lot of times, people will do anything to get credit. They'll say that so and so grabbed my butt, or they'll say that, and it's horrible they do that. But
Yeah, I don't think
All we
anybody
see, all we
I
see
don't
is,
think anybody told her. I think a publicist would say, stay away from the Me Too, because it hurts your career. It crushes it if you make accusations even.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I believe it. She's that's because I know her. I mean, I don't know her,
Yeah.
but I see her personality throughout my life. Whatever.
Well, yeah, she
Just
was loved, but she zigged when she should have zagged. That's what happened.
that's it. Basically, people say, "Hey, do this," and you know. But I guarantee you, I mean, she's a pretty big star just for her just a lifetime being
Yeah.
on TV. Like Drew Barrymore, you know. If
Oh,
Drew
she's great.
actually the two of those are kind of like solid. From my generation. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
they grew up on TV and no matter what happens to anybody, yeah, I'm gonna watch Alyssa Milano on the show, even though maybe that created a movie. I'll watch it, and Drew Barrymore, same thing. No matter what
Yeah.
she's in,
She
I'm gonna
has a
watch it.
show now, the Drew Barrymore show, or Drew or whatever. It's really good. You should watch it. I
I
like
will.
it.
I'll check it out because she's neat. Drew Barrymore
Yeah.
is good.
She
And
had
then
Ralph Macchio on, and Ralph met her when she was a little kid. He was reading the ET script, and she walked in the room and talked to him. And she was really young when she did ET.
oh yeah, she was like three, I think four, something like that. I'm not quite sure. I remember that though. She was very young.
Maybe
But anyways,
4.
back to Stephen Baldwin here, the great Stephen Baldwin. He was in a Simple Twist of Fate, Lost Treasure, Scarred City, Friends and Lovers. He got a lot of
Yeah.
adult movies he's done. Mr. Murder, Crime Time, The Unmiracle, Dino Time, Peter the Apostle, Dead Awake. I think I've seen Dead Awake. I'm not sure. 2001. Silent Warnings. Silent Warnings was like a alien movie. It was like, but hey,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
It was working.
Yeah, that was 2001, and that was all the way up from 2001 to actually no, that's from like 90, 95, 94
Wow.
to no 92. 92 was the Young Writers show. He was actually a young writer.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. But
Yeah, he was pretty young at that time, obviously. But that apparently appears to be his first. No, he gets credit on The Beast in 1988.
wow, all the way
Yeah.
back to the Beast. So what's his current thing? Has he got anything in production?
I don't know that if let's see here.
He usually goes to what he's currently working on.
Yeah, I don't know. Stephen, no, that's something else. Let's see. Shoot. No. So news for Stephen Baldwin. I don't see any.
Wait, I saw one on Facebook where it's coming out now, and it's a religious movie. It's a funny movie about a crooked televangelist or a guy that's he's a promoter, big time, wanting to get the message out.
Is it called Psalm 91?
What's that?
Psalm 91.
When was that out?
I just, I see this picture. It says Psalm 91, Stephen Baldwin. That's saying, let's see here, March 25th.
This year?
No, this is I'm reading a tweet from somebody here, but yeah, I'm kind of lost in this whole thing. So I don't see. I'll get out of that one real quick. Oh, here we go. His IMDb should be telling it right up the thing. If I on what was the latest, right? But no, yeah, no. I don't know how to read. I don't read people's stuff most of the time. I don't ever care about anybody for the most part.
Like Wikipedia will have a filmography, they call it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Now, folks. By the way, I just said I don't care about anybody, and that's baloney. The fact is that I find Hollywood people and people that are out of my life trivial. for the most part. It's like
I like to see him and interact with him, but I'm not gaga over him.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
I
to
mean, I
mess
don't.
with him a little bit, actually.
Yeah, but if you're not in my realm, and if you can't affect me and I can't affect you, you're like not real. I mean, if you're affecting my life anyhow, I am paying attention to that. I try my darndest. If you're a friend and a family and whatever you are in my life, even an old friend, a very old friend, I'm trying to keep track of people in my life. I feel like I've made it before. I feel like I get to be a sheepdog or something in people's lives, or maybe a shepherd or some sort. And if you're in my life, I'm trying to keep track of you, and I try to help those around me, but I don't bother on things I can't help. People from Hollywood here, they're fictional to me. They really are, even though they're real. They're fictional. It's kind of it's like playing with money. And when I say that, I've been in industries where we have got lots of money in my hand, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's fake. It's just, to me, it's not mine, so it's fake. I don't care. Just gotta transfer it from one place to another. Doesn't belong to me. I don't care. It's not mine. But the moment you put that dollar in my pocket, I'll protect that $1. I mean, it's actually mine. Whatever, because it's actually my dollar. But if I earn that
He
dollar,
was in a movie called One Tough Cop about a real life cop.
One Tough Cop. Oh,
One
that's
Tough
cool.
Cop about Bo Dietl, I think his name is.
I may have actually seen that or part of it, because I remember that One Tough Cop. Yeah. Do you know when that was?
Maybe 15 years ago. The guy was in the news all the time. Bo Dietl, I guess. He was like, he would talk about, crimes that were going on, and like he knew about it. And he was a legitimate crime fighter, I believe.
But I will say, I think that my favorite movie with Stephen Baldwin in it is The Usual Suspects.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I was so. We're not going to tell you what any twists or fates or whatever, and even in that one, he's like, it's funny because his character's like, he's just funny, and he does some. It's a great freaking movie, man. I'm gonna have to watch it again. That's hilarious here. Hang on here. I just have enjoyed that movie so much. I forget how much of a impact that had on my life at the time when it came out. Just certain movies just stick with you, and that was one of them for certain.
Oh yeah.
I don't say I could play a little bit of that, but I won't. Just do yourself a favor and watch The Usual Suspects. Yeah, now I'll go on to something else at the moment. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, there's a controversial movie out now, a horror movie that's coming out on Good Friday, and it's got people upset.
What is that?
I think it's called Mary, and it's like this gal claims to be channeling the Virgin Mary. It turns out she's evil. It's a wild stuff. It's a wild thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's very controversial, and people are angry. It's coming out on Good Friday.
Yeah. I think that if you're trying to do something blasphemy, that's fine, and I don't care. But I mean, you can do what you want, but if you try to upset people, then you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, they're trying to upset people to sell more tickets.
Yeah, that's the problem right there. If you believe in whatever your cause, if you actually believe what you're promoting, great. And I think that's good for you. I mean, I totally. If you believe that, that's fine, and because you don't know the difference, what I mean.
What I think they're doing is they're shining a light on phoniness. They're actually this character that comes out and says she's Mary or whatever, and she's not, and she's fooling the people. I don't think it's saying the religion's fake. I think it was saying this character is fake.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Here's the other movie I was talking about. Church People movie. The mega church has a mega problem. Youth pastor Guy Sides tries to dissuade his zany church leadership from a dangerous and potentially blasphemous Easter publicity stunt, all while grappling with life's biggest question: is the gospel enough? It's actually very respectful to a religion.
Yeah. No, that's
Stephen
good then.
Baldwin's in that. Stephen Baldwin's in that movie.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, did we figure out how many Baldwins there are?
There's 4 that are actors that we know of, and I think there might be a sister.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure.
She's not an actress.
I don't know. I just know about those 4. And
Well, I know Chelsea Baldwin.
don't know who that is.
She's a friend of mine.
Oh.
No, she's actually a lawyer here in town and a prosecutor, and she'll end up being a judge. She's ran for judge before, and she'll probably do it again. Actually, a very dear friend of mine who passed away right out of high school. What we think she died of is her name was Wendy, and she passed away from salmonella poisoning, which is really odd because it was she got misdiagnosed a couple times, it appears, and she died. Most beautiful girl in the freaking place, man. She was just coming into her own. She was we just graduated from high school, and she had some issues, and she was going to the hospital, and she went once, and they, if I remember correctly, she died. She went there once, and they said, "Hey, you got this issue." They gave her, they thought it was a female issue of some sort, and they gave her pills, antibiotics, which basically stripped her body of everything. And when you have salmonella poisoning, folks, which is food poisoning basically, you want to just liquid. You should as much liquids in your body as you can and let it flush out. Well, what they gave her was killed all the antibodies in her bloodstream, and then by the time she came back the second time, she goes, because she called me and we were talking, and I was going to give her a ride to the hospital, and I didn't. She got somebody to give her a ride, but the point was that she thought she had something different wrong with her, and that's why she didn't want me to go. She told me this: I'm having a female problem, and there wasn't a female problem. It was a life problem, because she was, having, I don't know, just this. Point is that she died, and it was very, very sad. I mean,
that's terrible. Did the family end up suing the doctor or anything?
I sure as heck hope so. Actually, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did, because it was just the family itself was rather fortunate. And I say fortunate, I mean fortunate. The family was rather affluent, so they didn't need money at all. And I'm certain that they didn't get money because of the hospital's fuck up, But yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it stuck with me I still does. Yeah, Wendy always, I'll stop and visit her grave now and again. It's 20, 30 years later, and it's like, it's how many years ago it was? 25 years ago? No. 30 years. Well, no, it's 28 years right now, I think, or something. But still, yeah. It's only because she may have eaten bad mayonnaise or something that was weird. That's what we were trying to figure out for a long time. Did she have bad mayonnaise? What did she have?
So it was 93 when it happened?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Wendy Humbard. God rest her soul. Boom, boom. And yeah. No, some of my friends do it together every year and go out in her grave, and and they raise up her spirits and have a drink in her name type thing,
That's nice.
Yeah. I remember dear old Wendy, and she was very, very shy. I mean, she just totally shy. Wouldn't even, at first in high school, she just wouldn't really talk much, and she has huge eyes, just her short hair and big eyes. Man, she's so cute. She's probably 105 pounds at most. She's a petite little thing, and just gorgeous. But I remember on the dance floor, one time she said, let's dance. And we went and danced. And then she's just kind of like shy, staying to her own, music's playing. And all of a sudden, it was MC Hammer.
Oh, wow.
And then all of a sudden, there's a few of us in a circle dancing, and she was dancing with me. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I did this stupid move. I go, stop. Lottie time.
That's good.
Start dancing. And my friend John was sitting there looking at Wendy, and Wendy's eyes were like twice as big as it got. Lottie time. And so it was quite hilarious. But John reminds me of that all the time. He'd be like, man, Wendy and that hammer time with Lonnie. Yeah.
Is it Wendy or Whitney?
Wendy. Everyone knows Wendy. Kidding.
That's actually Windy.
I know. That's why I said Wendy.
Everyone knows it's Windy. That's weird. Everyone knows it's Windy, like with an I. That's a wild.
I know. It is weird that everybody doesn't know that. I mean,
yeah.
But her name is Wendy. Yes, as in like Peter Pan's Wendy.
Oh, for $100, what band made that famous? Windy.
The Windy.
Everyone
the song
knows it's Windy. Yeah.
I would say like the Turtles or something. I think. Yeah.
The Association.
The Association of the Turtles. I don't know. They're all part of one association. No, I don't know. They're called the Association.
Yeah,
that's cool names. They had some really good names back then. Yeah, I think the Association. I'm guilty by association. Yeah, that's weird. But yeah. So Wendy Humbard, love you, and think about you all the time. But that's what happened to her. And I hope the hospital had to pay, and I don't mean pay as in monetarily. I hope they did monetarily, but I hope they learned the lesson, because I have a couple friends that have passed away in this local hospital, and relatives.
Yeah.
And every time they did, it was always something else had happened. I had a friend die at the age of 25 who had just graduated with his nursing degree on a Friday.
Wow.
Saturday morning. Now he had gotten totally checked out physically on the previous Friday, and they had a physical checkup on his 25th birthday, which was just a week before. Then he graduated with his nursing degree. Him and his girlfriend did, and the next day, Saturday morning, he just died instantly. It's horrible. And he stood. Now I'll tell you the true story. I'm not trying to go anywhere, but
I want to go back to the Windy story though before we.
Sure. Anyway, he was a big guy, but he was having frisky fun with his girlfriend, and got up real quick. And when he did, apparently a little valve off his heart popped open.
Wow.
And she goes, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yes." And he goes,
"Wow,
done."
Wow.
There's no stopping it. So yeah.
Well, for you guys that like to, the guys that like to go to her grave and party and stuff, there is a song that's legitimate. There's a song where it's all about Wendy. It's one of the lyrics is, "Wendy, let me in. I want to be your friend. I want to guard your dreams and visions." That's a cool song. So we'll hook them up with that one, where the song is about Wendy.
W-E.
That's a great line, though. "Let me in. I want to be your friend. I want to guard your dreams and visions." That's some powerful romantic stuff.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's very romantic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think her romance times are over, but fun kid.
It's like you have a romantic feeling when you talk to somebody that's passed.
No, well, it's yeah. I don't know, the word romance is different for me. I think I don't know.
For me, there's guys that have passed and they died long ago, and now it's almost a romantic thing of the great stories, and we've elevated these.
Oh yeah,
they were. It's pretty cool because instead.
You mean like Wendy was 5 or 15 feet tall, and she was, a 400 IQ, yada yada, that type of thing, where we romanticized in our head how great that person was. Yeah, I don't know. I understand. No, I'm assuming.
I just want to get that line in there. It's such a great line. "I want to guard your dreams and visions." That's a pretty cool line.
Yeah,
It's
sounds
not
good.
saying the woman's helpless and I have to save your life, me knight in shining armor. It's just I'm gonna make sure that I help you out anytime you need me. And if you don't need me, I won't. So guard your dreams and visions. That's powerful stuff.
Who are you talking to, Ryan? I'm just kidding.
No, I just love great lyrics.
I got you. Yeah. No, I
And good
got you.
music. I like good music too. I've been listening to Cuban music just by accident in the studio there earlier. It's just incredible. Just real fun, great Cuban station on YouTube.
Really? I do like some Cuban music as well. I like Pete, my buddy. My name is Cuban Pete. I am
That's
Do
cool.
you know what I'm talking about, Cuban Pete?
Never heard of it.
You gotta be kidding. My name is Cuban Pete. Yeah. Now we gotta
Listen to it.
play a second, 10 second of it somehow. Cuban Pete. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
chitty boom, chitty boom, chitty boom. Yeah, that's funny. Actually, we need to find a couple seconds of Cuban Pete if you can find some. Actually, if I can do that.
Tomorrow, because we're over an hour and
We are over now. I gotta get out of here. Actually, right. So
we're not gonna get flagged for copyright at this point.
no, we won't.
10 seconds of Cuban Pete and we're flagged. We actually got flagged. It's hilarious for your friend Pete singing "This Land Is My Land" or whatever. He got flagged. We got flagged for that copyright violation for even singing it.
That's all is computerized. Some computer program going there.
They picked it up. I don't know how they did that. They must have some great audio stuff that those words in that order copyright, but it's not going to ruin the YouTube channel. So
no, that's just
it's not
weird.
going to ruin the show. So
Yeah. Well, listen, we'll see you. Well, we are out of time, folks.
got a big day ahead of us.
Feel free to do me a favor, and I want you to like this if you do like this, and if you'd like to subscribe, you want to pound that subscribe button, and you want to pound it because we are the LB hour, the pound hour. So I'm going to pound this out every day with a Rochambeau, rock, paper, scissors, whatever it is you want to do. Let's do it. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you got me. There you go. You got me. Ready or not? Here we go. There we go. See you tomorrow.
Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Live is tonight. Don't forget.